Hi, everybody. I'm Ellen Wells, editor-at-large for Green Profit Magazine and editor of the two e-newsletters, Buzz and Tropical Topics. And this is The Goods, hot products you may have seen at the summer trade shows. If you had attended the summer trade shows, there weren't too many real in-person ones. So this is the next best thing. If you are seeing me in The Goods, that means that we have a retail-appropriate product that we're going to talk about today. And let me introduce my guest. It's Ron Greening. Hi, Ron. How are you?
Hi, Ellen. I'm doing wonderfully, of course.
And tell me where you're from and what you're doing and where you are and all that.
Well, I'm the director of retail sales and marketing at the Dramm Corporation, and
Okay.
I'm the head of the segment of Dramm that does all the retail products. So I am currently in my vacation home in northern Wisconsin, trying to stay out of the office and stay away from everybody. Normally, you and I would be at some trade show talking. So
That's right.
It's been quite a change for all of us. And we've done a lot of video marketing and a lot of work on photographs and video and demonstration of products to kind of give people an idea of what they would have normally seen us from us. We'd have been around. So.
Well, we are glad to have you here today. And I think you have 2 or 3 products to talk about. So I will move on with that.
We do. It's pretty exciting. We have a line of small hand pruners. We call the compact pruner and shear, and they have been wildly received at the independent lawn and garden centers. Folks love them. I've talked to a lot of people that work in the garden centers that say it's their favorite tool. They wouldn't be without it, and it kind of sells itself. We've been asked by dealers and customers alike to say, you know, we really like the scale of these tools, but we could use something a little larger and a little bit more professional. So it drove us to sit down and try and start with a clean slate and create a cutting tool that is a smaller scale, but yet has all the full features that the real pro style cutting tools have.
Okay.
So you'll see on this one that it has the gap adjustment. So if your tool starts to wear and you get that looseness between the anvil and the cutting blade, you can actually loosen that small nut and keep her up and tighten it back down and put it back into place so that you have that nice sharp cut.
Oh, cool.
You can also remove the cutting blade and you can hone it and sharpen it and put it back together.
Nice.
So it really has some of those features. In order to make a nice solid cut, there's also a reinforced anvil. So not just the anvil blade, but there's actually a casting behind it that makes it stiffer so they can't spread apart. So it really is a full-featured professional cutting tool, but yet it's only about 6 inches long. So it has a smaller scale grip. It's a smaller scale opening. It works better for folks that they have a little bit more petite or smaller hands, and it fits nicely into an apron or into your pocket. It's not this big clunky heavy tool. Good. We feel like it's really going to be a tool that everyone's going to love. We've trialed it in garden centers, we've trialed it in greenhouses, and people fight over who gets to use it. So I think we've done a pretty good job.
Cool. And in your beautiful array of colors.
Obviously it's Dramm, and it's got to be in all the colors, because you know, if you're going to have a berry colored rain wand and a berry colored garden hose, you have to have a berry colored pruner to go with it.
Gotcha.
And with the, you know, everybody knows that person who everything's purple, right?
Right.
With the packaging, what we've done is, and this is for the dealer's benefits, one of the feedbacks we've gotten from the market is that people wish we had a little bit more point of purchase information about the product on the back of the point of cards. We've always used vinyl cards in a minimal footprint to reduce weathering and to reduce people being turned off by the product because it's been out in the garden center, it's gotten watered. If it was a cardboard card or a big card, it would look dirty and it would fall apart. So we've tried to minimize the footprint, but the feedback was, that's great, but there's not enough information. So We've
Right.
tried to kind of add more information to our point of purchase packaging, so the customer kind of gets those questions answered.
Yeah, exactly. Your second salesman.
Exactly, yes. Another item that we're introducing to the market, and we did a lot of market research. We often get asked about what to use to keep my spray gun or my sprinkler from plugging up. There are a lot of areas of the country where people are using well water that has a lot of debris in it. They live in an older house where there's iron pipes and the rust and things break off and jam up the things. So we looked long and hard to try and figure out how to do a very easy to use inline filter. And we came up with this concept. It's basically a small fitting that you can put on your hose bib, or it's light enough and small enough you can actually put it on the end of your garden hose. So if you have a spray gun, you can put it right there. You can put it right with your sprinkler in line on the garden hose. And if you want to clean it out, it's just a quarter turn. That filter cartridge, which is stainless steel and it's 80 mesh, is very easy to take out, kind of tap the debris out, put it back in with a quarter turn, and you're ready to go. You don't need to take this off of the hose. You don't need to disassemble it. It's just very easy to clean. And again, our trials have been fantastic. It catches a lot of debris, and it's something that the market really had been asking for a long time.
I had no idea. Okay, moving on. And that's the
and again, the point of purchase that we talked about, our second salesman, this is really something that needed a little bit of extra stuff because we are being a pioneer. This is an item that no one's seen at retail before. Growers and garden centers are used to having some sort of filtration in their water supply, but it's generally a larger whole house kind of thing where it's taking it all out. And so we really wanted to have that 5-second explanation, as Bridget Behe always talks about. You get 5 seconds. So we wanted to make sure that we gave all the information there to get the consumer introduced to the product and give them, again, all the answers. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And a new display. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we have a new display coming out for this spring. This one's really a dealer request. A lot of the displays that we do are water wand based, and they're also sprinkler based. And some of the best selling items at Dramm are the handheld utility use of water spray guns. The revolver spray gun that you see here on the top is our #1 seller. We sell more of those than anything else we sell in volume. In fact, the #1 seller is the berry colored one. We sell more berry colored 9-pattern revolver spray guns than any other SKU that we have.
I have an orange one.
and so do I. Yeah, I have an orange hose, an orange sprinkler. The Revolution is also the second best seller. It's on the bottom. And then the pistol, the twist spray gun, the shower and stream, the fan nozzle, and the hot water industrial gun are all on this display. All the top sellers, and the inventory we feel is balanced at the selling velocity. So you see there's a lot more of the spray guns, the revolver, and the Revolution because they sell at a higher velocity. The other items are a dozen a piece or 6 a piece depending on the market demand. So this is an ideal display for someone who's already got a Dramm display, but they want that other satellite. Some dealers actually have pegboard based sets and they want an impulse buy location. This works perfect for that. So
cool. And it looks like it's on wheels. Is that right, or am I seeing?
All of our displays are mobile, and we do that for several reasons. As the season changes, we want you to move them around. You know, people are buying tomatoes early on, and then later in the season, maybe they're buying some shrubbery or things to put in for the fall. Move it around, and you also might have to put it away for security.
Sorry.
You have a parking lot garden center, and you want it to be out there. But yet you want to put it away in the evening behind locked doors so people won't steal it. It's easy to move.
Yeah. So. Well, my dog likes it apparently.
Wonderful.
Marking her approval.
Well, we've all seen the fun pictures of things going on in your house while you're trying to work from home, and folks with the children. And I was just talking to our graphic artist this morning, and her daughter Maddie was going, "Mommy, who's that?" It's always fun. So.
One last question. How can people get in touch with you?
Well, That's a great question. Yeah, of course, we're on the web at Dramm.com. There's 3 buttons. If you want to pick the one that says consumer products, you can see all these products. There's actually some videos posted on how everything works, including the new products.
Okay.
And our contact information's there. Otherwise, you can always email me, rgreening@Dramm.com.
Okay, will do. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, Ellen.
Okay,
Appreciate the time.
sure. Bye-bye.